Stream health is good. Waiting for the room to populate. If you... What's going on, Tennessee Matt? What's up, James? Thanks, Steve. Oh, I've yet to spend $1 on this game. I don't think I'm gonna buy this offer. Oh, let's see what I get in the platinum chest. What's going on, Scott? This is actually my son's mask. He asked me if I wanted to wear it. I'm like, sure, why not? I'm not going to wear it the whole stream. I just figured something goofy to start out with. Matt says he's definitely buying the footballs. Here you go, buddy. No, Jeff, I'm not playing Friends. I'm doing the tournament today. I'm going to try and qualify for the tournament. I'm giving it to the 5-minute mark to let the room populate a little bit. What's going on, Troy? Yes, James, I was very late to a wrestling match, just like I'm late to streaming. While we wait, I'll tell you guys why I'm on so late today. Kind of a sad, pathetic story that really angers me. So, some of you guys know, and some may not know, that my son's school closed down in the middle of the school year. The state of Ohio would not permit them to stay open. They had a grudge. They were angry at them. And the school name is called ECOT. You can Google it and find all the information you want. It was the biggest online virtual school in Ohio. And this, we didn't find out until like a day or two before the the semester was about to end, that they were even in trouble of closing. We knew that there was a possibility they wouldn't be open next year, but we had no way of knowing that they were going to cut the school year in half and just dump all these students. And the students I feel really bad for are the seniors who might have only had a couple credits left to graduate, but also my son who's in 6th grade. So, we were scrambling and scrambling. He hasn't been to school in a week now, and it looks like it's not going to be another week or two. So anyway, I've been trying to get him. I choose this one called Connections Academy. It would be Ohio Connections Academy. And they said there was limited space, so try to get everything done. And I'm scrambling around trying to get everything done. I get 99% of everything done. The only thing is I can't get my hands on his shot records. So if I can't get anything done, with his shot records, I feel like I'm stuck, right? Because that's like one of the things I gotta send them, the documentation and everything. So, today I call and I'm like, look, what can I do to expedite this? I know you have limited spots. They're like, well, we filled up. We no longer have room for your son. We could put him on a waiting list. And if someone who signed up, if enough people who signed up, don't show up for school, then, he can come. And I said, you know, this is ridiculous. It wasn't my fault. I was trying to get these shot records and they weren't coming. And they're like, oh, well, with the shot records, we could have just expedited it. Or they used some word or something like that, to where they basically said we could have admitted him and had him in the school, and you would have had 1 month to get us the shot records, which shot records are hilarious anyway because it's an online school. So what are they even worried about? So basically, yeah, you know, the reason why I didn't get my son into the school I wanted him to get into was because I didn't have the shot records, which they waited until they were full to tell me that the shot records did not need to be, you know, put in right away. And that really irritated me. So then I'm like, so why would I bother turning anything else back into you? Because, you know, I can't have my son out of school while he's on a waiting list, you know. So they're like, yeah, we would definitely look for another school if I were you. So luckily I had a second choice, which is called like K-12 or something like that. You guys might have seen the commercials. So I was on the phone all frickin' day today and on my computer all frickin' day today trying to complete paperwork. Luckily K-12 had information and everything, you know, that I mean, not information, but had room for them. And it was just, it was an all day thing. I had chores that I do every day. I didn't get any of my chores done. I felt sick. I felt nauseous. You know, I was like, man, I tried not to be one of those parents that waited till last minute. And then for the school to tell me that the paperwork that I needed to submit was optional, that they could have went ahead and already put it in, that just rubbed me the wrong way. So, you know, I could fight it, but it's like, why? If you don't want my son, I don't want you as a school. You know, you should have told me this up front. So anyway, that's why I got such a late start. Then, you know, my wife comes home from work, you know, she's hungry. There's nothing to cook on. There's no clean plates. I got to do the dishes. You know, so I had to run out and grab some fast food. I grabbed some wrong things, like she wanted contact solution for her eyes, and I got the kind you squirt into the little case, so I had to go back to the store. Anyway, that took up a lot more time than what I thought. But yeah, I've been on this computer all day. But that's not what you came here for. You guys came here to watch a game, and I'm going to play said game. So I'm going to really, really focus on the game. If there's anything you want to say to me, please tag me in the comments by typing my name. It's RJTV. Other than that, I'm going to try to kill it this tournament, you know, because the last tournament, I came in, what, 75th or 85th place or something ridiculous like that. Although that did include a disconnect. It's just freaking ridiculous. So, and I also feel like I'm going to have some tips. So a huge shout out to my good friend Jesse Booth, aka J-Bone. We were practicing a lot yesterday, and he showed me a few tips. I believe I showed him one or two, you know, that I learned watching Tommy or, you know, Kevin, you know, whoever, you know, that I'll share with you as well. So thank you so much. I see all the love in the comments. I'm not going to go through and read them right now because you guys probably want to see a good game as opposed to another crappy game, but where I address everyone, I guess, for the Friendly Fridays. And, you know, when I do decide to do friendlies, you know, I'll talk then. But as of right now, I'm just going to be laser focused on the game. Let's see. After messing up hole 6, I sandbagged my expert round. We'll try again tomorrow. My goal is -12 in expert. RJ, I also finally made it back to Master 1. Congratulations, Joe. Okay, so there is one hole on here where I'm going to need to switch out my clubs. And perhaps I'm going to... I believe it's hole 9, which is like a par 5. It's like a really long one. But if you throw the big dog in there, then you can get on the green in 2. So that's definitely an eagle opportunity. Take a look, make sure. Okay, the Thorn, I believe, also is a very, very important club to have in my bag. And I'm going to show you why. You'll also notice that I brought the end bringer back. I was just missing so many chip ins. So, you know, I wanted that extra accuracy. So let's play some football, aka golf. Okay, so hole 1 is a par 4. Let's see what this hole looks like up close. Okay, now this particular hole, I'm not 100. Wow, look at that wind. Big difference in the wind. I'm going to be going for navigators where I could use them, but there's one hole where I think I'm going to use a Titan. And because it appears that we can definitely make it on the green in 2, I'm not going to take a chance with these sand traps or anything like that. So I really don't need the top spin because I'll still be able to get on. But I am going to put some curl on it. I'm just really trying to stay away from that first, or well, from both sand traps and just land somewhere decent. And it looks like I was able to do that without going in the rough. Probably could have went ahead and put some top spin on it, but I don't think the top spin would be necessary. So this is how I plan this stream to go. I'm just going to explain the thinking of my shots and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And, you know, like I said, you know, if there's anything you need, you see how Joe K tagged me. He said, these are tailwinds for all the par 5s. No need for big dog, but you will need a distant wood. You need backspin on hole 8. Okay, now when you say backspin on hole 8, is hole 8 a par 3? And are you saying I should bring the Guardian for hole 8, Joe? Also, a big special shout out to all my mods. I love you guys. Thank you so much for taking control over... see, this is what I didn't want to happen and why I didn't put the top spin on. But, you know, thank you for taking control of last stream when it was starting to get out of hand. I'm proud to say that I'm finally growing to the point where, you know, I need mods. Never thought I would need mods, and, you know, now I do. And I got some wonderful people who are stepping up and, you know, taking that for me. And mods is not a job. You know, it's just something that I feel, you know, certain people that have been regulars for, you know, quite a while, or that, you know, have established trust with me. And I'm proud to, you know, give them certain permissions and everything to kick people who are, you know, not here to watch golf but start problems. All right, Joe. Hole 8 is a par 4. Bring the Guardian, Saturn, and the Thorn. I'll try to remember that. If you could remind me if you're still on, I really, really appreciate it. You know, just because I got so much in my head when I stream, trying to, you know, keep the conversation going and everything. So I might forget. So if you could remind me, I would be very, very grateful if you're still here. So it looks like going into the grass isn't that big of a deal because he's going to make it on the green with his... oh, that's a big mistake. I take that back. But it looks like, you know, you would definitely be able to make it if you did go into the rough there. Not a preferable shot, but a definite makeable one.
You mean 2 hours forgot about me? Yeah, I know.
Let's see here. I feel like the camera's a little off. Joe says, what are you going to use for the par 5? Show us your woods. They are holes 3, 6, and 9. I was going to use my sniper. I used to be awesome with the hammerhead, but I lost that because the sniper's just such an accurate club. My sniper is level 9, so it goes 170 yards just like the hammerhead does. And I believe it has just a little bit less top spin, but they're, you know, they're pretty equal. And James, I see you say, it's RJTV, make your hole in 1 on 2, and you win a prize. You watching mods. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to hit any hole in one. James, the reason your comment wasn't highlighted was because you put spaces and you put the apostrophe. It's all just one word, ITS RJTV, and then see how Joe did it again. And Joe said Sniper 9 will do. Awesome. Thanks for the input, Joe. I will do everything I can to get a hole in one on this this next hole, but I ain't promising nothing. But I feel a lot more better because, hey, how you doing, Red Page? Thanks for tagging me. I feel a lot better after playing J-Bone last night, aka Jesse Booth. The wins we had are nothing like they are today. The wins are ridiculous, but you know, I kind of have a way to play a lot of these holes now. So I'm trying to adjust for wind, but I also want to end up on the left because there's a small hill that'll bring the ball down towards the hole. Oh, cool. I just noticed that there was a goalpost there. Yeah, and I didn't adjust enough, but it looks like I'm still going to end up on the putting green. So, no hole in one, but definitely a birdie shot. Joe K says, hole 4 is my best chance for a hole in one this week. I am not great at a hole in one on hole 2. I'm not used to this in a way. Like, all my practice has been in Tour 3 because I just can't afford to practice on Tour 8. What is... Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, if you can. So it does feel a lot different. So a lot of things that I did in practice that applied when I was playing Jesse may not apply here, but they would definitely apply for rookies. And that would be one thing that I would say for anyone who's going to play on rookie is you see the hill on the other side of the flag, you want to hit that and have it roll down towards the hole, and you have a good shot at getting super close, or maybe even a hole in one. So let's go ahead and get this in. Oh, flash tagged me. Let's see. I was promoted to expert 1 Sunday. Congratulations, Flash. I barely kept my pro 3 rating. I think I finished, I'm not sure where oh, wow, unlucky. I wonder if he did that on purpose. I don't even want to say good game because he might take that as a... Get out of here. Alright, can't be distracted, boys. Okay, so it seems like we got a par 3 coming up. I'm sorry, a par 5, if I remember correctly from what Joe had stated earlier. Let's take a look. Helios says, I loved the wind. How you doing, Helios? Thanks for joining us, bro. It's nice when you got a wind like this. I'll definitely say that for sure. I love having the wind at my back here on this hole. So I'm going to take a risk here. Oops. Stay on the fairway. Yikes. That risk is going to cost me. Jeff Elliott said, I got to Pro 2 Saturday finally. Awesome job, Jeff. Now, see, I don't know. Part of me says play aggressive, but I feel like if I would have just stayed up instead of trying to force it down over that sand, I could have still made it on the green in 2. And now those trees, I believe, are going to cause me some issues.
John's playing solos for me right now. Because we have a whole bunch of orders.
Yeah, Tennessee Matt says play safe, so I definitely am not playing safe. I'm playing how I did. Oh, that guy's mad. That guy is mad. Okay, so looks like we could possibly get through here. Doesn't look like the wind's going to affect this. Not the wind, but the trees. Okay, well, if I could get on the green and... Oops. Are those trees fake? Because they didn't seem to really hurt me. Come on. No, no, no. Come back onto the... Oh, am I still close to the hole? Okay, that looks makeable. Jimbo Carter. Guardian works well on all holes. What I'm using to play Tour 8. You know, there's one hole in particular that I'm thinking about. My Guardian only has 2 bars for topspin, and there's one hole I'm thinking about. I believe it's hole 9, where I would really want that, you know, that extra distance, I guess is what I'm saying. So if I can chip this in, I won't be too upset.
You didn't see him, John. He was only directly in front of you. How'd you not see him?
I'll take it. My first eagle. And it was a hole that I definitely should have eagled, and it was a hole that I made a mistake on. So, you know, this goes to show, like I said in my mistakes video, never give up, because it really didn't cost me. I got super, super fortunate there. James Galipsy said, it's RJTV, I just changed my level 4 Amazon to the level 7 Nirvana. Now I'm long and deadly close. That's awesome, and I prefer the well, actually, yeah, I prefer the Nirvana myself. The Amazon has that amazing distance, but I don't really care for the lack of ball guide. Tennessee Matt says nice save. Thank you, sir. Definitely a lesson learned on that hole. So a huge shout out to all my mods once again. Thank you guys so much for all the help. It was unbelievable everything you did to me. But I also want to say a huge shout out before I get started on this next hole. I'm going to do something special, just not on this particular stream. To Nick5 LOL, Jerry Wildman, James Galipsy, and San Diego Steve for being the first 4 people to ever donate by hitting the super chat button. It was awesome. Thank you so much. And I'm definitely going to do something special for you guys, but I definitely wanted to give you guys a shout out. Donations are definitely not expected, but very much appreciated. So, you know, I never thought I'd see the day that I would get that. And I did, and, you know, it was an amazing feeling. Man, I really like that little goalpost. Okay, now for this shot here, this is basically from the pro area, you know, the golden shot, but from the pro tees. And I'm just going to adjust for the wind sideways, a little bit of backspin because I don't want it to go too far. There we go. Let's see if I'm going to put a little bit of curl on it into the wind as well to see if it helps me just a bit. Oh, are you kidding me? I didn't see any front wind on that. That hurt my feelings bad. Did you guys see that go in the bunker? Like, did you guys know that's going in the bunker? Did I pull the ball back further than I... That's really confusing. I do not understand why that happened. I do see some highs in there, like Jonathan Tesh. Thank you for saying hi. How you doing? And I know other people have addressed me, but I haven't been able to say anything, so I'm just going to say it again for you guys that, you know, just got here. If there's anything you want to say to me, no matter how important or unimportant, please tag me. All you got to do is type "It's RJTV." No, no need for, you know, hashtags or anything like that. No spaces, no apostrophe, just all one word. It's RJTV.
You guys lost?
And
You ready?
I will... Wow, that's odd. Okay, well, hopefully I can get a perfect. I will answer any of your questions or just say hi or... Oh, yikes. I was hoping for a perfect shot. That's not going to do it. James Galipsy hops in and puts $5 in the bucket. James, that's crazy, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, the donation thing just blows my mind. The fact that you can donate, you know, is awesome, but the fact that people are actually pushing that button just blows my mind. Thank you so much, James. It's really appreciated. Yeah, hey, if you guys got emojis, we should get some flames in there for James. All right, let's see if we can't get that back. I don't have a lighter. I'd give you... Yeah, I do. I don't know if it works, though. No, I can't do no flames for James. That's what I get for being a non-smoker, a non-working lighter. But hey, it's much better than being a smoker, right? Okay, so... if I overpower this, I don't want to end up in the rough. I'm going to overpower it just a little.
You don't even have a pistol.
I think that should be okay. I want to make sure my hop went over that, but now I think I am going to end up in the rough. Slow down. Oh, man. Little less top spin. This is where, you know, like I also said in my last video, it really helps to go second. I don't know if this guy didn't put any top spin on his ball or not, but...
Oh, he said he wants to give his loot to someone.
Yeah, he played his well. Oh, man. See, this is honestly... I mean, I'm not looking for excuses to complain. Oh, okay, okay. We could still... you know, we're not going to get an albatross here, but I wasn't sure we were going to get an albatross anyway. And the way this hole is, there's a little lip in the back. So it should roll back down towards the hole. So that didn't really hurt too bad. Now I get the perfect shot. I wanted the perfect shot before. I guess I should have used a little down spin. Okay, here we go. Yeah, roll back towards the hole, making it an easier putt. And once again, despite landing in the rough, it didn't really hurt us. James Calepsy, see my post. You've been challenged. Uh-oh. Can you tag me in your post, bud? Joe K says, in these winds and tee, no need to max top spin. Take notes is key. All right. Thank you for that. Ooh, unlucky for this guy. He didn't make a mistake his first time. He had a nice, easy approach and ended up on the rough. So he's going to hopefully have a Nirvana or a Razor to bail him out. Careful, John. I got the cord running.
Oh, wait. You want to take a shot of this before you go? Just a mouthful.
Is this... Okay, I'll take the birdie. Much better than a par. Lisa Marie's in the house.
Just join John. I'm already in John.
Oh, I didn't know Lisa's dad played music.
We are the Fortnites.
Does he have a YouTube channel or something? Nice shot. Well played. He got his birdie. It's James Gillespie said, it's said when you've been challenged to eagle hole 9 with a kingmaker. Remind me, James. I will throw a kingmaker in on hole 9 if I don't forget. So I'll definitely need to be reminded. I will, no problem. The only thing I wouldn't want to do is a berserker ball, because I think I only got 1 or 2 berserker balls.
I have one berserker.
You have a berserker? You don't play golf, Clash. You got it from a tournament.
The Golden Shot tournament.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You do have berserker. My son got a berserker ball before I did.
But you got it for me.
Let's see here. I love the backspin that comes with this sniper. It's freaking amazing. I can't believe that, there's a club so accurate with such a long ball guide. And when you get it up around level 9, level 8, level 10, obviously, it's absolutely amazing. So we won the shootout, which isn't really a big deal. Let's see here. Joe K tagged me, but didn't say anything after it. Jim Bob Carter says, quick reminder, guys, if you would like to speak out to Roy, it's RJTV, all one word, then your message. Thank you, Jim Bob, for saying that, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that probably think I'm ignoring them. I'm absolutely not ignoring anyone. I'm just trying to focus on the tournament, and it's really easy for me to see it when it's highlighted in red or orange or whatever color that is. Joe says, how many packs of Kingmakers do you have? Not many at all. But... the guy just donated $5. The least I could do is throw a kingmaker in there for him, right? Helios says, I was driving home from work just gassing up at the moment. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Helios. Really appreciate it. Now, this is something James kind of taught me when we were playing. Now, again, we were playing rookie, so it might be a little different. But we were going from the back side because it gave us a much better approach. And I'm going to hope for that again. Or, I don't know. I'm kind of scared here. I guess not. I guess I'm just going to hope that wind doesn't carry it too much. Oh, I'm blind. Don't go in the rough. Okay. So if you're playing rookie, I highly suggest you go behind the trees. But playing pro, it looks like that's a little harder to do. James Gillespie says go right. Yeah, I wanted to go right, but I don't know. Something scared me. I think getting stuck behind the trees kind of scared me. Joe says, counting my pumpkin balls, which are the same stats as the Kingmaker, I have 22 packs of them. Geez, that doesn't surprise me, though, with how many tournaments you win. Oh, wow. He got saved by a tree. Oh, and then it rolls into the rough. Let's see. San Diego Steve says, that is what Tommy says. Go to the right with tailwind. Definitely listen to my man Tommy for sure. I just... I'm a little I'm a little intimidated, you know.
Pretty sure no one
Let's see. 5.4 mile an hour wind. I don't want to put top spin on it, but I also don't want to end up in the water. Think I'm going to be okay. Let's see where we end up. I don't want to end up in the water, but I also don't want it to go all the way across. Okay, nice flat green here. So, as you could see, it's a straight line. Hey guys, we're up to 49 people. That's awesome. There's J-Bone. James Calypsy says, do it once and you'll never go back. I did it in Tour 3, but I never tried to do it in Tour 8. We got FHP in the house. Driving home from work, I listened to your live feeds, live feeds, I'm sure it's supposed to say, like an audiobook. LOL. Glad to see you're getting better with the Guardian. I am getting better with the Guardian. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Nothing worse than making content that doesn't get watched, so I really appreciate when you guys watch the videos and such. Tennessee Matt says, well played, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, the 51 people. Wow, I forgot what our record is. Wasn't it like 56? This is amazing because it's just a qualifying round, but man, the turnout here is very humbling. Now, see, I don't agree with this person bringing a level 2 Hornet. There's no backspin on it. So, even though it's not going to matter here, let's see how far... Look how far away from the hole he was. If he had something like the Thorn or something like that, you know, he could have had an easier putt. Tennessee Matt says, tell me about it, RJ. I know all about making videos that people don't watch. You know, Matt, when I look at your channel, it looks pretty successful. It looks like you got a lot of views on your videos. And anyone in here, man, just click on his Tubby Butt Fishing, Tennessee Matt Tubbs. He's got some great videos. Personally, I could never watch someone fish. We used to have this TV show called Castaway Coolest and Saturday mornings, and I tried getting into it, and I'm like, I can't, but man, it's like watching Kid Rock fish. So, you know, it's like a little bit MTV, a little bit ESPN, and it just makes for a whole lot of fun. So I'm definitely subscribed to Tubby Butt Fishing, and you guys should definitely be as well. J-Bone says, how's the round going? You know, Jay, I want to say thank you so much for helping me yesterday when we were practicing. As a matter of fact, check this out. This is something that he taught me that I'm very appreciative for. Actually trying to land on the rough here seems to be the best thing to do. There's definitely a difference, Jay, from rookie to pro. And that kind of intimidates me just a bit. I'm going to let the wind carry it. I don't want to end up... I'm pushing it up more than I have to because I did not see that last ball I had go in the bunker. I didn't see it, any reason for it to go there. Ooh, 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 no, no, slow down. Man, what is with these long to medium range putts? I'm sweating on every putt. But yeah, the round's going okay. I'm not playing god-awful. I did make a couple mistakes, but luckily on the holes that I made mistakes, my Nirvana was able to get me on the green. When we played yesterday, also, J-Bone, you know, we didn't have 7-mile-an-hour winds, and we're using different clubs, so definitely some differences there. But I am better. I feel more prepared for this tournament because of all the games we practiced. James Calypsy says that's the best approach. Yeah, and that's something J-Bone just taught me. I always tried hitting that first little round of, you know, that patch of fairway and just bounce it on. Joe K says, this is 1 hole 7 where I prefer the Guardian over the Sniper. Yeah, because with the Guardian, you can just put the full backspin on and put it on the green. All right, is this going to be makeable without shaking? Oh, thank God. I need to get closer, man. These long putts are going to give me a heart attack. San Diego Steve says, Tommy said use Guardian on that hole with full backspin. Okay, I'll have to remember that for my next chip in. I meant to put Tommy's information, his club guide, over there where it says Friendly Fridays. But at the same time, he's a very busy man, and I wanted to get written permission first. Well, not written, but, you know, verbal permission from him, because I know he puts a lot of hard work into those guides. So I'm going to have to talk to him first. And if not, I'll just, you know, write out a copy and put it right here on my thing. No hard feelings if he doesn't want me to put it there. Danny Wallace says, with wood going into rough, just side spin. Oh, I felt like I needed the backspin there. You know, I went pretty far on that bad boy. Still at 50 people. Wow, guys, thank you so much. So yeah, you know, I mean, last tournament was definitely a little bit harder. And, you know, I was pretty much going 1 under par almost for every hole. Nope, whoop. Okay, so I'm on hole 8. Hole 8. Is this the hole that Joe K said to bring the Guardian? I think this is the hole where he said bring the Guardian and bring the Saturn and the Thorn. I hope I'm right on that. Not sure. Let's take a look. Roger says yes. Okay, cool. Thank you, Roger, for the clarification. Let's hop right back in and play hole 8. Oh, he said machete too, but it's a little too late. Thank you, Joe. See, I do listen to you. Tennessee Matt says the same thing. San Diego Steve says the same thing. Okay, now the main thing with this here is not to end up in the rough, which I've really been having trouble with. I'm going to see how this guy plays it. Looks like he's got some topspin on that ball. He does. I don't know if topspin's the smartest thing on this hole. And that's what I would be afraid of. That's what I want to avoid. And it looks like a wood will easily get it over. So it's just my job right here is just to get the ball. Let's see. Yeah, just to get the ball right about no top spin. I really hope for a perfect shot here. And I got it. Now let's see. Hopefully we didn't need backspin. Ooh, that's close. Ian Reagan brings up a good point, and that's going to be that's actually going to be something that I'm going to address coming up here, where he says dunk with the Thorn. 53 people. Wow, we're 3 people away from tying our record, I believe. But yeah, you know, something I really like to do on this particular hole here really shows. Go for the dunk. Put full backspin on. If you miss the dunk, with all that backspin, you're still going to be super close to the hole. As to where if I had a Hornet or I had something that didn't have as much backspin, then I would try to dunk it and the ball would, you know, go flying across the fairway, kind of like what his did there. So, you know, there's no fairway in front of this. What is there? Just like a sand trap, I believe, in front of it. So there's no way I'm going to chip this ball in. So my best bet, oh, this is why it's good to bring the Saturn, is just to go full backspin. And the only thing that could really mess me up and get me in the sand is if I hit the pole in a funny way, which, believe it or not, actually happened to Jesse yesterday. So let's point that north. And I'm not really sure how many rings this is, because I don't really count rings, but I hope that's not too far. It might be, but watch. Perfect shot. Missed the dunk, but I still have a somewhat easy putt. Now, if that was the thorn with 100% backspin, I would have been like 3 yards away from it. So I got a free opportunity at a dunk with no consequence by doing that. Buck Fast and Weed says 2 miles per hour per 1 ring. Yeah, I need to write this stuff down. Oh, dude, that sucks for this guy. He should have had that. So here we go again with another medium range to long range putt, but it was worth it to try to get that dunk. Oh, great. That's a little scary. Oh, when I saw it hit the lip, my heart went up to my throat. Normally I take that shot with a thorn, but because my tee shot was taken without the front spin, I was stuck using the Saturn, and my Saturn doesn't have 100% backspin yet. So now let's switch those clubs out, because now we're going to that famous hole number 9, where I'm going to need more distance, more top spin. 57 people, brand new record today. That is awesome. 57 people. Can we hit 60? Man, I'm getting greedy. We break a record, and I'm like, can I have more, please? Backbone, and I'm keeping the thorn in there. And I made a promise. I got to use my Kingmaker. Let's see. James says, hole 9, first shot, extra mile, aim just to the right or of the left rough. It'll roll off if you hook it. It'll roll off if you hook it, so you want me to hook it. Second shot, big dog, full front spin to the green. Don't be afraid. Kingmaker, says Tennessee Matt. Joe says hole 9 is my least favorite hole. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be my least favorite hole as well. Just because what do you call it? Just because you definitely got to take a risk on this hole, because you want the eagle, you know, you don't want a birdie on this hole. But at the same time, you don't want to mess up and get, you know, get a par here or whatever. So hopefully we get a favorable wind. We got San Diego Steve with the Flames. Nice big fat fairway. Well, not fat, but straight fairway. Nice straight line for the wind. So I think we will be able to make it in 2 if we could hit that perfect shot. Joe K just got a Tour 9 Platinum chest just now. You got to let us know what's in there, Joe. And James Galipsy donated $5 earlier on the Super Chat and asked that I play this hole with a Kingmaker. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thank God he didn't say play this hole with basic clubs. All right. Yeah, I have 1 Berserker. I have a lot of Kingmakers, I guess. I got 10 plus packs, or well, 10 packs. So we're going to go ahead and push that up, get an extra 16 yards, put the full top spin on.
Yeah.
The wind is blowing straight up. I really don't want to hit the rough, but I am going to pull it all the way back.
Can you help me with the moons in Metro?
Study long, study wrong. Glad I got a perfect. Stay off the rough. Okay. 401 yards. I'll take it.
At Metro?
Jeff Elliott says, I got an eagle today. Awesome job, Jeff. Eagles feel good, don't they?
I took that
57 people watching.
Wait, so... Yeah. I've gotten everyone except for one.
Joe K says, no need to overpower that much. Slight overpower is enough. Tennessee Matt says, great first shot. Thank you. Yeah, I was sweating bullets. I was really hoping I would get a great shot. I want to get on the green in 2. I want to end this on a high note for myself and for you guys.
Do I need a bullet bill for this part, or are they just shooting to shoot?
Okay. Now this is a very forgiving club. Oh, hopefully we're okay because it is 100% accuracy. Ah, we clipped the rough and we couldn't get back on. So now we're going to need a Nirvana shot here. That hurt my feelings. Okay, I need 100% accuracy and I should be able to get my Nirvana. Now see, if I was Earl here, I would be trying to dunk this shot to take a stroke off. Let's see if he attempts that. Yeah, he's not doing it. See, by trying to dunk here, his ball's still going to be very close to the hole. Watch, his ball's going to be in front of the hole instead of behind it.
Like this weird area where
Oh, almost went in. But see how it's rolling back now? That's why I say he should have went for the dunk initially. It's a free shot at a dunk. Even if you make that dunk 1 out of 100 times, it's still worth it. James Gillipsy said should have pulled out the big dog. It seemed like it was okay, James. You know, it was unfortunately a very skinny fairway. Can we do something about this tree, please? Jeez, oh man.
with the jump rope.
That wind bothers me. I feel like I might have put too much.
Oh no, Gamer. I don't know.
Perfect. Was my aim true? No, it wasn't. It was too much. So I'm going to get the birdie to finish it up. If I would have hit that ball perfect, or if I would have moved over just a little bit more, I feel the ball would have rolled onto the green and we would have got the eagle.
You can only buy one though.
And unfortunately, we're going to finish with the birdie. I'm sure the score is going to be good enough to get us in. It's just that I didn't get the eagle where I really wanted it. I have a feeling if you want to place high in the tournament, you're going to need those 3 eagles every time you play. And we were unable to get them this time. I really wish Playdemic would open up Tour 8, you know, all the Pro Series holes, because it's definitely a completely different game.
You know the talking to, right?
You know, a completely different course, I should say. Let's see. Okay, with the wind is blowing slightly up. So I am concerned.
Yeah.
I don't want to end up in the rough there, or the sand trap.
Where's the pool at?
Field goal.
I'm listening above the pool.
Yeah, something told me to put a little bit of backspin on that ball, but it I don't know. It's just a shootout, and I didn't want it to, you know, not be able to jump over that that little rough, or I'm sorry, not the rough, but the sand there. So
What is that?
I decided against it, and now it's going to cost me some. James Gillipsy said the big dog has more distance and forward spin, so you don't have to push it. I'll remember that for the opening round. Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the donation. 59 people watching. Can we get one more person in right now? It'd be so awesome to hit 60 people. James says, let me help you on that hole. Hey, man, if we're friends on Facebook, I'd love to play with you. J-Bone helped me a lot. I don't think I would have got a -10 without J-Bone's help. The only thing that's kind of upsetting to me is, well, definitely the birdie on 4. We should have had a -12. That's what it all comes down to. I should have had the eagle on 9. I should have had a birdie on 4. And that's the only thing stopping us from a -12. We got 60 people. Take a look at that. We broke a record. You guys are all part of history for me. 60 people. Absolutely, positively awesome. I'm so happy. You know, we got 60 people in here watching. I just try to imagine myself. San Diego Steve says it says 61 on mine. O-Dub's in the house. Danny Wallace. Greg K's here. Buck Fast and Weed. Faith. James Gillipsy. Steve McEwen. Cod Dude. I was just playing Call of Duty yesterday. Tennessee Matt. San Diego Steve says 62 now. Jerry Wildman says 61. Lisa Marie's in the house. San Diego Steve says 63. Man, this is insane. How do I end my stream when I'm breaking a record? I see 62 now. J-Bone said, perfect hit on 9 and you were dancing on the green, I think. Yeah, I agree, man. That would have been nice. All you guys are saying 63. I still see 62 on mine, but I know you ain't lying. We got Chris Ritchie in the house. Trucker Don. Graham Clark. Michael Lightbody Sr. James Gillipsy said you would have been 12 under if you would have worn your hat. Yeah, I was thinking about wearing my hat. It wasn't where I put it. Hopefully the dog didn't chew it. Joe K. Danny Wallace says 64. I see 63 now. Vintage Rush 89. Glad it's going great. Thank you, sir. Steve McEwen says 64. Tennessee Matt says, let's do some friendlies. Hell yeah, why not? Why don't we play some friendlies, guys? Go ahead and toss me a challenge. I don't know how many I can do. I am going to take Tennessee Matt first because he said, you know, it was his idea. But right after him, whoever sends me the challenge, I'm just not going to play twice. You know, one match per person. 64 people. Oh my God, it says 64 now. That's insane. Jeff Elliott, Ian Reagan, Jerry Wildman, Chris, Otis. Yep, Face says, wow, record. Yeah, 64. Jeez, oh man. Never thought I would see the day. Here we are. Oh, it won't let me accept anymore. Uh-oh. Ian, I'll definitely play you. I don't know if Tennessee Matt, I'm giving Tennessee Matt first shot because he what do you call it? It was his idea, so if Tennessee Matt wants to hop on, we'll play a quick friendly. Then I'll play with a few others of you before hopping off. Same thing, Steven, I'll definitely play with you. I'm going to give Tennessee Matt first game. Unless he says in the chat he doesn't want to play. I'm not sure how he's doing that. Jerry Wildman saying boom. Man, that was insane. We're back down to 61. But I mean, just looking up and seeing 60, 59. Just looking up and seeing those numbers is like, are you freaking kidding me? There's no way. It's truly humbling to me. Thank you guys so much. There he is. Jeff Elliott says, okay, I got to watch, have to go. Thanks for coming in, Jeff Elliott. Scott says it was the mask at the beginning. Yeah, I didn't know if you guys would find that funny or creepy. Now, see, you know, actually, this would be an excellent point, but everyone's running, you know, running for the doors. These friendlies make a lot of sense, though. If you're playing rookie, stick around and watch this, because I can show you some tips and tricks, and I'm sure a lot of people like, you know, Matthew and J-Bone and Ian and, you know, everyone else who wants to play. I could show you some tricks, you know, that might help you take a stroke or two off of your golf game. Oh, what did Rodent say? Rodent said no whatever. I'm sorry, I don't understand, Rodent. All I said is I'm playing my boy Tennessee Matt first. Good job, says Tim Granville. Thank you. And then I'm going to play everyone else. No need for anyone to get salty. Oh, let's get these kingmakers out of here. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw Marlins in. Even though I normally don't use Marlins. You know, I would if I was playing the rookie tournament. So I'm going on the opposite side of the trees. I know the wind's blowing down, kind of in my face. So that lets me know I got plenty of room here. And even if I clip the rough, it'll still roll. Let's see if I do clip the rough or not. Nope. And now, by taking that shot, I have a more straight-on approach to the hole now. And this is something Jesse showed me yesterday. So, special thank you to Jesse. Yep, Steve McEwen said go behind the trees. Definitely on rookie, I recommend going behind the trees. Lisa Marie said, y'all talked me into playing my first tourney, so I did. And I missed a mask opening. Yeah, the mask was kind of creepy. You know, I looked in the thing. I'm like, wow, could you just imagine like someone walking in your house and it's all dark and they got the mask on? Steve McEwen showing the fire. Ian said, did well in the tourney, RJ, so far. Are you talking about yourself? That's awesome, Ian. I hope I'm saying your name right. James Galipsy said he looked like Nacho Libre. Yeah. I thought the same exact thing. Nice shot. Look at that. Look how we used the rough to slow his ball down because he had the lack of backspin there with the big dog. That's definitely a tip that I would pick up from him. Now, me, on the other hand, I got this super accurate sniper. So with my sniper, and with the wind blowing to my face, I'm just going to take this shot here.
I'm a big boy. Don't mess with me because I like big toys.
Let's see. San Diego Steve says, what is the order? Am I third? You know, I'm not doing a list this time. I'm just, you know, kind of first come, first serve. And I wanted Matt to go first because it was his idea to throw some friendlies out in here. So, you know, I'll definitely accept. Lisa Marie came in second with -11. Is that decent? Well, I just hit a -10, so you're better than me, Lisa. Ooh, unlucky. Now, here's another thing, guys. When playing friendlies and practicing for a tournament, miss your putt on purpose if you're going to win on a putt. Why? Because now we get to practice two courses. Now we get to practice this course, and then we're going to both get a shootout hole. Both holes are going to be in this tournament, so it makes sense to miss it.
Oh my God, no way. No way.
I mean, you're only playing for 800 gold coins, right? You know, for Tour 3. And you want as much practice on as many holes as you can, so by missing that putt, now we both got to practice on this course, and we're going to both get to practice on the shootout hole as well. So 2 for 1, right?
Oh, great.
And if you guys took the golden shot, that's all this is on rookie. the golden shot. I used to, back when I was like, you know, just had the trophies to play in Tour 3, I used to put my target right on that little peninsula. But now I know better. I know it's better to jump it in the thicker area than it is to risk, you know, bouncing, you know, hitting the rough or going in the sand. And just about everyone I know who plays, you know, the way that you're seeing him play it now.
You know the dude that Logan Paul found in his video that was dead? I think it's because he played Mario Odyssey.
The only thing I'll say, guys, is definitely still tag me if there's anything you want to say. I don't know. Rodent seemed a little upset earlier. You know, that way you can almost make sure that I see what you're posting. James Calypsy says backbone for this one. You read my mind. Ooh, that was super close. That was too close. Good game, my friend. Always good playing you. Definitely check out Tennessee Matt's YouTube channel because it's not your typical fishing video. It's a lot of fun to watch. We got Michael in the house, sporting his Golf Clash Elite banner. All right. Now, last time we did this, I believe I don't want to put too much topspin on this for rookie. I'll put a little bit on, but I'm not going to put much. But I am going to move the ball over a little so I can go closer to that little area. I don't want to hit it where it's dipping back in because I am going to cut it kind of close. And yeah, I'm really happy that I moved it over. Now you guys will be able to see what I was talking about. My next shot should be with the backbone. And if it is, I'm going to go for the dunk because it makes sense to go for the dunk. There's no way to chip this ball in because you only have a few yards of fairway in front of you. Ooh, unlucky.
It's only this jump. It's only this.
All right, so can we reach? No, we can't reach. That sucks. And I only got... I don't have the full backspin, but it'll... If I had full backspin, you guys know how the...
Oh my god, this is one.
Let's see. Let me get in as close as I can here.
Wait, tell me.
Not sure about that. Once again, I was just a little too short. Okay, now had that gone in, I would have just taken a stroke off of my game and gotten a higher score. But because it didn't go in and I had a club with a lot of backspin, I still have a decent putt. And if you do use the Saturn on that particular hole, I would have had even more backspin, so my next putt would have been easy. But you can only do this on holes like this, because if it was flipped, then you don't want to, you know, risk jumping all the way off into the sand or anything like that. Uh-oh. I see Lisa says rodent put a @ symbol in front and he'll see it. And rodent's getting really upset there, like it's on purpose. I'm scrolling up. I don't see anything, man.
Mario Kart looks nice. Although Mario looks gay.
Where is... I see the dear God, it feels intentional. He's going to miss it again, LOL. Is that what he wanted to tell me? Probably wanted to tell me something more than that. Alright. And then this is kind of a long putt. But it wouldn't be a long putt, like I said, if I had the Saturn.
I did it. I was doing it wrong.
Or even better yet, doing it with the Thorn. Red Page says, great job, thank you. James Gillipsy said, you can crow right more. Alright, thanks, James. Death from Above says, thanks for the help, brother. Anyone who's named Death from Above that's thanking me for anything, I'm glad I'm in their good graces. Don't want to make you mad. Don't want to die today. So I'm glad the tips are helping you, Death from Above. Thanks for the game, bro, says Tennessee Matt. I just bought the footballs after our game, and it re-offered me the same exact offer I just bought. Did you buy it twice? Alright, so because of the back slope here and what, who was it? Was it James that said it? He said, don't worry about putting any backspin on it. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I know the ball, alright, I feel kind of good about this.
No, I beat it.
Let's see where we end up. See, the contour of the green, if I had a little more rolling on that, would have pushed me a little closer to the hole. Matt says he's thinking about it. Death from Above, 82nd Airborne, All-American, brother. Thank you for your service, man. Big time. I had a neighbor, old friend of mine. We used to play PlayStation and basketball in the backyard, who was in the Airborne. I thought he was in 101st, but I'm not 100% sure. But thank you so much for your service. Stephen Ote says, how much do you have to adjust for a dunk? Well, I really don't know how much you adjust, because I don't count rings per se when I'm using a long iron or a short iron or whatever. I kind of eyeball it. But when it comes to using a wedge, I would say if you could fit at least the first two holes inside the cup, it's a safe shot to dunk there. Helios says, good job on the tournament. Thank you so much. James Gillipsy says, no curl either. Tennessee Matt says, I have plenty of balls, and the main reason for buying them is to collect this, the special balls so that I have some. Probably won't buy any more.
Wait, how do I get in there? Like, I'm inside?
Yeah, I hope to win some, but I really don't, I haven't bought anything. Okay, so once again, if you're playing rookie, we got Ian in the house. It's best to go behind the trees, because even if I do hit that rough, I'm still going to roll off. So, makes sense to me. Oh, great. Not a very accurate club, so hopefully I don't end up in the trees, and that was a close one. Hang on a second. I see Lisa said, almost got it right, Roden. He'll see it and add you when he can. Where is... I'm definitely not doing anything intentional to make you mad, Rodent.
I'm sorry, but this music is lit.
I'm not seeing it. Helios just got home. Dan Ruiz should have watched this young man stream before doing my tournament. Got a -9 at 9th place. Hey, Dan, I hope you hold on and you're able to get in with that, brother. Where is... I see Ronald Roddick. Hey, RJ, how you doing, Ron? Yeah, I don't know if... Are rodents not... Yeah, rodent, I don't think I'm seeing your posts. I seen the one where you said it feels like he's doing this on purpose, but I don't know... Can someone relay to me? Can someone tag me and tell me what rodent's saying? That's the weirdest thing, that I would see some of his posts, but not others.
As if Mario, as if some random short Italian man comes in and you're all just like, oh yeah, you're my friend.
Rodent would like you to add him on Facebook, aka Zing. Thank you, Lisa Marie. James Gillespie says, Rodent, I can't see any of your posts. Rodent says, So see, I do see Rodent saying, but I didn't see anything else. I'll definitely add you, Rodent, if you send me either a friend request or send me a message to Messenger. Let's see. Steve says he keeps getting bumped back. All right, Steve's next. Ooh, unlucky.
I just jumped in the oil spill.
Helios said, I have the same problem. I said a few things with no reply. I really am sorry, guys. Believe me, I am absolutely not ignoring you. There's so many different things you could be doing with your night, and the fact that you're spending it with me is very humbling, and I thank you. And I can assure you that I'm not ignoring you. I may be looking at my golf screen, or, you know, maybe it just slips by or something like that. But I apologize. I don't want to say sorry, not sorry, but it's not my fault because I'm not seeing it. So I'm definitely not saying sorry, not sorry. I'm just saying, you know, please cut me a little bit of slack, because if I'm not seeing it, I can't ignore you. Helios says, we still love you. Well, he actually said lobe you. Thank you, Helios. James Gillespie. Oh, James! You told me before. I got to stop calling you James Gillespie. What was it? James Gillespie? Did I say? No, James Gillespie. Good game, Ian. Pleasure playing you, brother. Can't believe I got a win. I think you wrecked me last game. Michael, okay. Michael, and then my next game is going to be San Diego Steve. So San Diego Steve, if you're on, you know, send me a challenge, and if for whatever reason you get bumped, I'm going to look for you after this game. Gotta show love to my mods. They're doing an excellent job for me. They really helped me out in my stream. Now I'm going to do something Jesse taught me. Let's see, we're going to go here.
Can I add this to my soundtrack?
And we're going to hope that is enough. Something when I was playing around with Jesse yesterday. Oh! Just not enough. Still happy with where I'm at. Gillespie. Gillespie. Am I saying it right?
Where's this T-Rex at?
James Gillespie. He's like, RJ, congrats on your tourney score. Nap call and have fun. Thank you so much, Lisa, for coming in, hanging out. For modding for me, for everything. I appreciate it. Gillespie. Okay, I got it. I got to just get out of the habit because I'm so used to calling you Gillespie. 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 All right. Gillespie, Gillespie, Gillespie. Just keep saying it. Michael Lightbody Jr. says you don't have to apologize. I know I don't, brother. I don't want anyone to feel that I'm slighting them in any way. If YouTube is not letting me know that certain people are trying to communicate with me, I'm irritated by it. I want to see every message, but it could be my fault as well. But when I scroll back looking for it and still can't find it, can we get in on the second bounce? Nope. It seems like there's some sort of problem. James said, you should hear Tommy say it. Did you push after this game? I did, San Diego Steve. And even if it didn't, even if it's not going to take, I'm not going to accept a challenge after this. I'm coming to look for you, San Diego.
Yes.
Let's see. Rodent. I'm just going to post a comment on one of the other videos. I just got bumped. And bad timing. Yeah, no worries, RJ. If you get this or not, it's not your fault. Just unlucky. Well, thank you very much for your understanding and being cool. You've been here for a while, Rodent, and I definitely appreciate you and respect you and would never ignore you. So I do apologize. Get in the hole! Oh!
Yeah, it says it's right next to my Odyssey. What is it?
Oh, get in the hole this way. Oh, it's too far off.
Yes, it is.
Ian said we should have took it to a shootout. Probably would have gotten a hole in one. Ian, I definitely highly recommend that, whenever you're playing friendlies for practice, that you do take it to a shootout. It's just I got so many people that want to play. That's why I just did it for the first one, just to kind of prove a point. But yeah, if you're ever just playing with your friends, preparing for a tournament, absolutely every game should be taken to to a shootout. Ian says you're good, though. Thank you, sir. You're good as well. I believe you whooped me the last time we played, if I remember correctly. All right, now I am looking for San Diego Steve. Oh, no, shootout. And then I'm looking for San Diego Steve. And see, that's the other thing. I really like the Friendly Friday type courses, or not courses, but days, because let's see here, then I get a list and I'm prepared, and nobody gets cut or slighted. But in terms of what's going on with the chat, unfortunately I have no idea. And it's really odd because I am getting some of his messages,
Why not?
And that's the way I wanted to play it on my tournament. But for whatever reason, you have higher wins, you're using a different club. But for rookie, that's the way you play this hole. And from what Jesse was telling me yesterday, it was kind of cool. We were actually talking while we were playing because we're friends on PlayStation.
I have to go to it now.
Helios says I dropped 500 trophies for this tournament and I'm still sitting at second place.
Why am I not fighting all the bunnies? Did I already wreck all of them?
I'm not sure. You dropped 500 trophies for this tournament. So while you were practicing, you lost 500 trophies? Good game, Michael. Helios, I seen that you're doing a different mobile game. I was wondering what that was about. I didn't know if you wanted to share on here. All right, San Diego Steve. Is San Diego Steve? Because I know Steve's a common name. Is San Diego Steve the one with the umpire? That's the only Steve I see online. So I'll hit play now. James Gill. Let's see, there I go again. Gillespie. I'm just going to call you James. He did it on purpose. Don't do it, man.
74.
Shop Hero has been playing for about 3 years. Yeah, I wanted to check out one of those videos. A friend of mine was telling me that you were uploading something called Shop Heroes. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll have to check that out. Alright, so again, when I played this with Jesse yesterday, we were playing Helios style. And we were getting really good results. I would never do this in a tournament, but once again, same result. I didn't move it over far enough. Jeez, oh man. No, Matt, I did not see Rodent's message. I wish you guys could see my... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, here's... he didn't tag me. If you're talking about the one where he says, I'm just going to post on one of the other videos. I just get bumped and bad timing. Yeah, no worries, RJ. If you get this, it's not your fault, just unlucky. That's the last thing that shows up. J-Bone says one more circle left. So was it 2 circles?
Where are these last 3 plugs at? Over there.
Oh, we were kicking butt yesterday, Jess. Jesse was owning me, man. He's like... He's got to be like 8-3 against me or something like that. No, I did not see Rodent's message directly above yours. I got Steve McEwen, James Gillespie, Danny Wallace, Helios, then you saying, did you see Rodent's message? Ah! I keep not getting close enough to do that thing I want to show you guys.
Gamer, is that how I get up here stacking Goombas? To the second plug.
Oh. Okay. James Gillespie's... Just James. Said Helios dropped trophies on purpose. I said, don't do it. It's not worth it, man.
What?
Rodent, I did see that. Weird. I should screenshot this. I do see that. And Tennessee Matt says, I see it, Rodent.
Crickets.
He wants you to accept Zing on Facebook. Geez, Rodent, I could have sworn we just talked the other day through Facebook and I accepted Zing. Didn't you ask me to accept Zing? Oh, it was a privacy setting issue, wasn't it? So I was playing other tournaments and play the same, but was so far up with a player with +4 to +6 Apocalypse, so I was not making it to the weekend round. I'm sorry to hear that, man. So does dropping trophies get you easier opponents? Because in the forums all the time, I hear a whole bunch of people, you know, whining about, you know, people who are pro or expert that play the rookie tournaments. I'm not saying you're whining. I'm just saying they are whiners, though, you know, that are in the forums, because, you know, if the way I look at it, yeah, you know, they're going to get your $1,000, you know, for playing the game. But the bigger scheme of things is, is that you want them to get a shot you can't make. So if they can get an eagle, and the best thing you could do is get a birdie, if you end up in the sand and you're going for par, their eagle gets you, you know, a birdie. So that's not what I'm saying to you, Helios. Helios, I know you obviously, you know, you're just as good as I am at the game. Greg K said, well, nobody asked, but Master 3, thank you. Jeez, oh man, Greg, I didn't know you were in Master 3. And Tennessee Matt echoes my sentiment. I like hard opponents on tourneys because they are more likely to eagle or albatross and guarantee me a birdie. Andrew Cabby's in the house. What's going on, Andrew? There's Zing Puck. Okay, I will try to fix it. Yeah, I definitely want to accept you wrote it. It's just that you know, I can't do all the Facebook things while I'm streaming, especially if there's privacy setting issues. Hey RJ, how did the qualifying go? I was 2 strokes worse than I should have been. I got a -10. I should have got a -12. James says, yes, less wind, newer players. Oh, you get less wind with lower trophies? I didn't know that. Greg K's been in Masters 3 for 3 or 4 months. Jeez, oh man. You know, I'm not too upset with the -10. I know that I'm capable of a -12, but I could easily be at -8, you know, because there were 2 shots that I hit in the rough that I got extremely lucky on, and you know, my Nirvana was able to reach. Yeah, Tennessee Matt says, save it for the weekend round. Will do. But yeah, guys, it's definitely been a long day. Like I said, been on the computer all day, been on the phone with the different schools. Feel like I got screwed out of the first choice of school that I wanted my son to go to because they told me I didn't turn in my paperwork in time, because I turned in all but 1 paper, which was the shot record. And then when I called today, they told me they could have deferred the shot record and I would have gotten him into the school I wanted to get him into. But luckily, my second choice for him was still available, and I'd just been on the computer and the phone all day getting him signed up. I didn't want any excuses, didn't want anything to happen for him not to get into the second choice, because I didn't have a plan C, you know. And so far everything's going really good. Take care, Helios. Thanks for hanging out with us, brother. What's going on, Ken Anderson? How you doing? Yeah, Tennessee Matt, he is up to date on the shots. I believe he needs a shot like around nowish, but he's definitely not behind. Greg K says you need to take a break. Yeah, dude, I'm getting a headache. I don't know if I can do many more friendlies after this one. It's been a long day, you know. Definitely got a bit of a stress headache. Ooh, I messed that one up big time. Ken, how is your game going? You know, I got a little lucky on a couple shots. I got a little unlucky on a couple others. Finished -10. Scott Knox, sorry haven't said much on the stream, but not feeling well. So ill. See you on the next stream. Yeah, we were talking. Didn't you have a migraine? I felt nauseous all day today, Scott. But I really think it was because, you know, because of the school situation and everything. But guys, yeah, with this headache that's creeping up on me and everything, the last thing I want to do is stare at a screen. So I am going to cut it short. I'm glad I got to play a couple friendlies with you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. San Diego Steve says, thanks for the game. I played horribly just to show everyone what not to do on that hole. I have to feed the dogs. I'll be listening. I'm going to wrap it up, Steve. Thank you so much for coming in, helping mod and everything. Thanks again to James Gillipsy for donating another $5 today. And I'll definitely do something for, you know, the people who donated. I just haven't figured out what it's going to be yet. Thank you, Steve McEwen. Thank you, Tennessee Matt. And thank you, all my mods. Everything you do is extremely appreciated and 100% voluntary. If you don't feel like dealing with trolls, there's nothing that, you know, that's okay. You know, you come here to hang out. I don't want to put you to work. Let's see. Go back to watch my lineup and shootout. All right. Melanie Sanchez says, good night, RJ. Glad all is good for your son. Thank you so much, Melanie. Ken Anderson says, good night, RJ. Thank you. James Gillipsy, that boy might need a shot tonight. Danny Wallace says, thanks, RJ. Thank you guys all so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you, especially Gil SB. Gil SB. Thanks, San Diego. Check out my channel. Absolutely. I'm checking out Tennessee Matt's channel. Take care, Trucker Don. And I'm also going to Jesse's channel today, J-Bone's channel, because he's got a, what do you call it? Not only does he do Golf Clash, but I want to see him playing some handball. So take care, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out.